Welcome back. You're listening to Realty Resource Radio with Greg and Lori Swearingen and the Selling Columbus team. We have a team of 5 agents ready to serve you, and feel free to go to our website at realtyresourceradio.com or this www.sellingcolumbus.com, and be sure to like us on Facebook. Today, I'm really excited because I have one of our team members on here, Judy Basso-Lese, and she is going to be talking about property management and leasing.
Yeah.
Right, Greg?
That's right. Are you thinking the dream of owning properties that other people pay for? You want to be a landlord. So you buy the property and you want to rent it out. What a great idea that would be. But we really want you to go in heads up, because sometimes people sell a dream, they don't realize everything that they're stepping into once they start to realize that dream. So we're going to talk about weeding out bad tenants, how to help you do that. We're going to talk about maintenance mayhem.
What does that mean?
and then later on, the most affordable big cities. Columbus has hit the mark. So we're going to talk about where we stand on the most affordable big cities. But right now, we've got with us, our guest today has a world of property management experience. For
That's a bit of a stretch there, Greg, but okay.
Well, for 7 years, she was a leasing manager for a huge property development company in the short north. Tons of units that she was in charge of. She was in charge of marketing residential and commercial properties for lease, as well as producing marketing material for the condominiums developed and sold. She was involved in much of those day-to-day operations, so she knows the maintenance mayhem that can come your way. She's going to tell us about it. She's very involved in the community as well, having served 3 years on the Board of Trustees for the Short North Business Association. You might know them now as the Short North Alliance. Helping to raise money, build connections among the businesses, and general marketing of the historic and now trendy area of the Short North. And with all of this experience, she chose to join our real estate team. Yes.
I'm sitting here going,
that's an honor
all
right there. Anytime you can get experienced people to join your company, you know you're doing something right.
She's the best, people.
Oh my gosh, thank you for being here today, Judy Basso-Lese.
Wow, I feel like there's no way I can live up to that big intro.
You already have.
I know, totally like a blow up. Okay.
We just call it like it is.
All right. You guys
Too
are
funny.
Yeah. So what's up? What's going on with the property management scene? I mean, you did this for a long time. Can you maybe share a little bit of what all goes on in the day-to-day of property management? Because I just know, people want to own places and rent them out. They just don't realize what all's involved.
Yeah, give us a real feel.
They don't realize what. I mean, there are people that are wonderful tenants and things go smooth, but even within, and of course then I think we've all heard the horror stories of terrible tenants who,
Oh, yeah.
Not
No,
paying.
we haven't all heard them.
Oh, they're horrible.
Yeah, give us a couple. Or do you have that already ready to tell us?
No, I don't. Luckily, the developer that I worked for in the Short North had a really stringent application process, and so they were able to weed out a lot of the people that might be potential problems.
Maybe you could share some of those great weed out ideas.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. One of their application, there's several qualifications they need to go through. So you need to have your monthly base rent cannot exceed more than 25% of your monthly gross income. Okay. So say if
So you make $100,000.
Yeah, whatever you
monthly
make,
gross. You wouldn't do that monthly, but
you might.
You probably wouldn't be renting if you did that.
You're in one of those big condos downtown.
Well,
making $100,000 a month.
yes, actually, you might be renting
Oh, that's
one
true.
of those big condos downtown,
Okay.
or one of those fabulous Short North apartments because there's a lot of people that are renting that have the money to buy. They don't want to deal with the responsibility.
That's true. Or they're out of town and they like come back. Yeah.
We had so many tenants that were high earners, but they were traveling a lot. They don't want to deal with the maintenance issues.
Sure.
So
Renting's the way to go
renting's
in
the
that
way to
situation.
go for that. Absolutely.
So they have to have 25%, you said, or
You have to have 25%. So basically, if you break it down, whatever you make in, say, a week gross.
So I make $1,000 a week. I could afford
$1,000 apartment.
$1,000 apartment?
because it's a quarter.
How much you make a week is what you can afford.
Okay, gotcha.
So that means that in a month you're going to be making $4,000 a month. You can
Okay.
get $1,000 apartment.
Well, that's pretty good.
Yes. Okay?
Okay.
Now, in addition to that, though, they would prefer people to have the same job for 2 years or more.
Sure.
That is not always realistic, and so a lot of times it would be people coming in from out of town. There's people that have new jobs. Then you and whether it
You look at like previous employment history, make
Yeah.
sure that there's stability there and things like
there's stability. Sometimes, though, there's new graduates, so sometimes you have to just kind of get a feel for the person.
that. Gotcha.
But you always need to get proof of employment, and if it's a new
Proof
job,
of
you
employment,
need
is that like a pay stub or something?
pay stub. Yeah, and for someone new, they're just coming in from town. They've got a new employer, and a lot of times they'll give you the acceptance letter that tells them the start date, tells you what they're going to be earning, and so there's proof.
Okay,
of
sure.
You always want to check with the previous landlord. Call that previous landlord or apartment complex. Make sure that they were not problem tenants. Make sure that they paid on time.
Contact the folks that used to rent to them. What an idea.
Absolutely.
That's great.
Because things can look good on paper, and then you find out that, they were major partiers, and they constantly had complaints, for noise complaints. Maybe they don't have any dings on their credit, maybe that's all good, but they're not someone that you're going to want next to, say, a family.
Right. Sure.
An older couple, or, so it really does help to...
Really screen those tenants.
So it'd be good for those single unit properties.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. Now, this is something that was kind of, I don't know if controversial is the right word, but some people in the particular developer that I worked with, they would not allow any co-signers. And we had parents of college students, maybe they were getting their master's degree, they're older college students, parents would be very angry because we would not allow them to co-sign.
Because they're
Even
like,
if
hey, they've already
said-
been through like 4 years of
Yes.
college and they obviously are showing.
And here's the theory behind that. If you are paying for your own apartment, you're going to be more responsible. It's just natural. You're more
Right.
responsible for whatever you're paying with yourself.
Can't ride on mommy and daddy's coattails forever.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And
Gotcha.
so those are some good screening things.
That's good to know.
And then even though if you get the best people ever, then there's the maintenance mayhem.
Oh,
You never know.
I want a story.
You never know what's going to happen. And sometimes it's not your fault. So, there's a lot of things that happen that just with old places that are falling apart and you don't realize there's roofing issues that you don't know. And all of a sudden you have a major downpour, and it's not downpouring just inside or outside, it's downpouring inside. And here's one of this was a fun one,
Okay.
where I got the phone call that it was downpouring inside a restaurant in one of our, with one of our tenants.
oh my.
That was a whole lot of fun.
Were there people in it too at the time?
Oh yeah. There was construction going on above this restaurant.
Oh gosh.
And
They broke a water pipe or something, I'll bet.
No.
Please tell me it wasn't.
No, this was. It was
It wasn't a drainage pipe?
It was
Yeah.
raining outside, and it was raining. No, gosh.
That's
no.
what I'm thinking.
Oh no. It was
Oh, that'd be
raining.
the worst.
Eliminate.
Sometimes even the best laid plans, when it comes to roofing issues, something might be on the wrong angle when it comes to how the water's running, and then everything just kind of like guttered right into, I don't know how it found
Gotcha.
a hole right down in the middle of this restaurant. They had to close. And we had to replace lighting and flooring, and of course their business insurance helped a lot.
Sure.
But a lot of business insurance does not kick in until they've been closed for 3 days. So here they are, they've lost 3 days of business. Then the insurance finally kicks
Oh,
in.
ouch, ouch.
That'd be a little tough on a short north restaurant.
Yeah, this was during the weekend too, of course. Yeah.
Oh my
So
gosh.
those sorts of things happen. I one day I got a call that this was a lot of fun. It was about an hour before I was supposed to go to work, and I got a call from one of the guys who he'd gotten the emergency call, so we got there early. He said, by the way, I just need to let you know that the chimney has fallen down.
Oh my
God. Excuse me, what? A chimney's fallen down? And it was an older chimney. They needed to get some tuck pointing done. Didn't realize that it was that. Who goes up on the top of a Victorian village house to really look at this that often? High winds, the thing came down.
Jerry Lincoln would with his
So.
drone.
He'd send the drones in.
He would send the
drones.
drones.
Are coming
Oh,
in,
yeah.
baby.
He would.
There's just things that happen. So It can be a wonderful experience, but you really have to realize that there's a lot of things. You need to pretty much make sure you've got some money put back for the things that you're just not expecting.
Well, I was talking with a bug guy. Because sometimes you need bug people to come out for bugs. Yeah, and he was telling us that bed bugs were a nightmare
I never had to deal with that.
Thank
myself.
God.
You got
Country
out
star.
before they became
Lucky
a
stars.
nightmare.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Well, he's telling me that if you have one unit and maybe they're attached to some other units as well,
Sure.
that not only do you have to treat the unit that has bed bugs, but you have to treat all the surrounding units as
I
well.
believe that.
And
yes.
so it's just people that are getting into leasing aren't always thinking of this type of thing. That I have these other.
They're looking at the
maintenance
money,
issues,
going, "Oh, easy money,"
and we have to back it up.
Yeah, there's a lot of stories that you
Can you stay with us for the next segment for just a bit?
Oh yeah, sure.
Great, because I want you to tell us what your favorite things are about leasing and a couple of the places you have available
Oh,
right
I've got
now.
a great place available right now. Okay.
Well, stay tuned, everybody, and listen.
Okay.
Yeah. So what's coming up is in addition to that, we've also got the most affordable big cities. Columbus is in it. So we're bringing every week the best in the business to you out there so that you can get in touch with these folks. It's affordable, it's good money, and they have a great product. RealtyResourceRadio.com.
Stay tuned.